Good morning to all. I will start the session. Okay. So myself, Dr. Nagarazu, and coming to the session. Okay. Java. First, I will give you the division of Java. That means before going to learn about Java programming, how the Java is categorized. So that is called simply the editions of Java. This is the basic introduction point. Once you understand this point, so which part of Java you need to learn? You have come to one conclusion that so this Java, this part of Java is required, or this part of Java is required. Java is a huge thing. So instead of learning all the things depending on our requirement, we can learn the things. So the different editions of Java. One is JSE, second one is JEE, third one is JME. Remember, originally there is no concept of core Java and advanced Java. Generally, all the basic concepts termed as core Java and the next topics are termed as advanced Java. But originally, the software developer categorized the Java into three editions: JSE, JEE, and JME. JSE means Java Standard Edition. JSE means Java Standard Edition. Okay, and JW means Java Enterprise Edition. I will write here Java Standard Edition. Second one Java Enterprise Edition, and JME means Java Micro Edition. So these are the three editions that are released by Java developers. The Java developers released these three editions. Now, what is the difference among these three? Okay, simply Java Standard Edition. By using this Java Standard Edition, we can develop. So generally our core Java is termed as JSE. Our core Java is termed as JSE. By using JSE, we can develop standalone applications. Standalone applications. Now, what is mean by standalone application? Very simple. Consider one application means one software. So if an application is installed in one computer and perform some actions on that computer, is known as desktop application, or also called as standalone application. Consider any example. For example, VLC media player. VLC media player is the software that is installed in your system. Then you are eligible to use in that system only. For example, if you are installed in system number 1, if you are trying to use in system number 2, it is not possible. So standalone means simply the applications or softwares that are installed in one system, and perform the operations or actions on that system. Such type of applications are called standalone applications. So JSE, by using JSE part of Java, we can develop standalone application, are also called as desktop application, are also called as Windows application. And what is the main point? For implementing these applications, no HTML. HTML is not required. and no database. So storing, releasing, so such type database storage is not required, and at the same time no concept of server. That means simple to implement. Simple to implement. That is JSE, Java Standard Edition. Okay, whatever the things we discussed, suppose core Java, that core Java is JSE. Now, coming to JEE. So, JEE means Java Enterprise Edition. Enterprise Edition. Simple thing. For example, Book My Show is the website. So how to open Book My Show? Through internet only. So open through your web browser www.bookmyshow.com, book the tickets and then confirm. For example, irctc.co.in. So through internet only. Now JW means simply an application that runs on the server side, an application that runs on the server side. Whenever you are running an application, automatically it creates a dynamic page. What is the term dynamic page? For example, right now if you open IRCTC, so it displays all the tickets. After 10 minutes, if you open the same site, so maybe the number of tickets vary. So not static. So JW displays, so creates an application. Simple thing. JW is used to create an application that runs through internet, that runs to internet. Okay, now that runs through internet, in the sense this is called client server application. What is the meaning of client server application? Very simple. Suppose if you want to open your gmail.com, you are the client. Open www.gmail.com. There you are given your user ID and password. Anyway, all this information is stored. Who will handle at a time multiple number of clients can open the Gmail? So one server is there. The server purpose is to handle the request from multiple clients. For example, you have 10 members. All the 10 members at a time want to open Gmail. No problem. All your 10s are client. So one server is there. The server takes the request from the 10 users, handle the request and generate the dynamic page depending upon the user. One user, one type of page, one user depending upon the fonts or depending upon the theme you are selecting. So the pages are displayed. So finally, by using JWE, we are designing an application that runs on the server side. That runs on the server side. Okay. Now that means for this JWE, we require database. Obviously, we required HTML. At the same time, we required server also. We required server also. Now, generally, this is addition. By using JWE, we develop two types of applications. One is web application. Second one is enterprise application. By using JWE, we develop two types of applications. One is web application, second one is enterprise application. Web means internet. So, up to now I discussed the web application. Along with web application, you can implement enterprise application also. What is mean by enterprise application? Simple thing. Anyway, again I will discuss an application that is distributed. An application that is distributed. Simple example. Banking application. Banking is an enterprise. Banking is an enterprise. Generally, the banking applications are enterprise applications. Suppose if, sorry, you assume that the bank also web application. Yes. In our point of view, through internet we open the bank, but how the members of the bank, that is the members of the bank communicate, they have their own server, and different branches they have their communications. For example, software companies, so other person is unable to log in through the company, they have to create some virtual environment. Through that virtual environment only they are logging to their organization. Outside the company through different mails, etc., it is not possible to access. The main purpose is high security. The main purpose is high security and load balancing. Load balancing. I think you understand load. So suppose one branch high, very large number of customers gaming. So one branch very few customers. So to balance the load, this application is used. Finally, Java Mobile Edition. Actually, this is called, sorry, Java Micro Edition. This is the original name, but unofficially that is changed into Java Mobile Edition. Unofficially that is changed into Mobile Edition. That means you understand, by using this JME we can develop mobile applications. We can develop mobile applications. Clear? Now one point is there. Finally, I given the conclusion. What are the editions of Java? So remember, originally, again I repeat, originally there is no term of core Java, advanced Java. Original terms are JSE, JEE and JME, Java Standard Edition, Java Enterprise Edition, Java Micro Edition. Now, what are the applications of Java? That is, by using Java, which application we can develop? First one, standalone application. Second one, web application. Third one, enterprise application. Fourth one, mobile application. So that means these are the main applications that are developed by using Java. Now, if you want to implement application, the sense simply that is a software. If you want to implement standalone application, then you need to learn the concepts of JSE. You need to learn the concept of JSE. And if you want to create a web application, if you want to create a web application, what you require? You require JEE. Anyway, all the JW is a huge topic. All the topics of JW is not required. In that, you are required to learn the concept of servlet to JSP, structs, hypernets, etc. You need to learn these topics. So all these are subparts of JEE. And enterprise application, that is the banking application. For such type of applications, you need to learn some additional part of JEE, that is enterprise Java beans. The topic is EJBs. These are used for creating web application and for mobile. Right now, for developing mobile application, we are using Android and Java ME. This thing is required. Now, you are getting one idea. So, which part of Java is required? Based on your project, based on your requirement, you are selecting either core Java or advanced Java or anything. But the most important thing, very thing, if you want to speak a sentence, you need to learn words. If you want to learn a word, you need to learn alphabets. Exactly. Exactly. The JSE, without JSE, it is not possible to learn. Simply, JSE is the programming component, the basic. So, core Java. Now, under this core Java, what we will discuss? We will discuss all the programming components. That is JSC. All these core Java, we will discuss the programming components. We will discuss the programming concepts, and at the same time, we will discuss the futures of object oriented. Anyway, we will discuss all those things. That means programming component means the basic blocks for writing a program. What are those? Variables, methods, blocks, constructors, classes, interfaces, abstract classes. We will discuss all those concepts. Once we understand the basic building blocks, by using these basic building blocks, we will discuss object-oriented programming, exception handling, multi-threading, Java collection, file storage, networking. Once you observe all the concepts, then object-oriented principles, class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction. Anyway, we will discuss all these things. So, this is the first point. The today's session, my first point is just what are the different editions of Java and then applications. Coming to my next point. So regularly you are seeing one question. Java is, immediately my question is Java is a language or Java is a technology or Java is a framework? Think in the industry, these three words are famous. Is Java is a language or Java is a technology or Java is a framework? Which is true? Which is true? I will explain step by step. Observe the language. Language will provide the basic components. Simple sense alphabets. Language will provide the basic components, that is variables, constructor, block, method, abstract class, all those basic components, and based on that one some concepts, that is exception handling, multi-threading, file storage, networking, collection framework, all those concepts and the rules. So language provides the rules that are used in developing an application. Understand my point carefully. Suppose if you want to develop some application, you need some basic concepts. Yes or no? If you want to develop some application, you need some basic concepts. So this is a class, this is a method, this is an object. In this way, you are writing exception handling. Simply, you are learning some knowledge. Simply, you are learning some knowledge for developing an application. For developing an application. So, that is provided by language. Now, what the language provide? Simply, the language provide the theoretical knowledge for developing an application. Now, in this, your core Java is called language. Core Java is called language. In the simple sense, 90% of JSE 90% of JSE. That means in the JSE, some advanced topics are also there. JSE is completely not a language. 90% of JSE is a language. Remaining 10% is a technology. Anyway, the complete core Java is called language. Now, what is technology? Technology is whatever the knowledge you learn, simply the process of converting The process of converting your knowledge into some real-time application development is known as technology. I think you understand the point. So simply that advanced Java, that is JEE, advanced Java, JEE, some part of JEE is technology. Clear? Some part of JSE is a language and remaining part of JSE is a technology. Similarly, under JEE, some part of JEE is a technology. Now, finally, you get the difference between language and technology. Depending upon the concept we are learning, we categorize Java is either a language or Java is a technology. Don't confuse. Give the clear conclusion. Nowadays, one more popular term is Java is a framework. Yes, framework also, but again we have some point. First of all, what is a framework? Framework means simply a structure that is already that is readily constructed or readily available for developing an application. For developing an application. You got my point? A structure that is constructed already, that is readily available for developing an application. That means the complete template is already created. Complete template is already created. Your aim is just to placing the values into the template. That means if you want to develop an application, for example, if you want to create user login, user page, user ID, password, instead of creating the user ID and password one more time, that particular page is already created. Suppose whatever the project you are taking, general user ID password is compulsory. That is the reason that page is already created. Simply you are using that one. You got my point? Framework means already structure is available. Simply you are using for developing your application. In that you are discussing the concepts of Spring and web services. Spring and web services. You clear my point? This is framework. Now, final conclusion is Java is a language and Java is a technology and Java is a framework also. Java is a framework also. Clear the point? Based on the concepts. Based on the concepts. Now, so this is the basic point related to Java. So what are the different editions of Java? Along with the different editions, Java is language or technology or framework. Now I will give you some another basic introduction. Suppose not required originally. Originally what you required, how to write the program is required. How do we write the program is required. So not required who developed the Java anyway. I will discuss. The scientist name is James Gosling. The scientist name is James Gosling, along with two more members. One person name is Mike, one person name is Patrick. These three are the scientists who are initiated the Java project. These three scientists initiated the Java project in the year 1991. Not developed, initiated. That is, they began to work on the Java project in the year 1991. And these three members grouped together as Green Team. So these are called Green Team. The Green Team are initiated the Java project in the year 1991. First thing is why they are starting the project. So before going to implement any project, in your mind you have some idea. You target is this one. To achieve this target, you are developing this one. Exactly. The aim for initiation is initially that is designed for small embedded systems. Initially, they are developing the Java for small embedded systems. Embedded system means a software that is built in hardware. For example, fridge, your fridge. So, fridge works not only hardware, based on software only. Refrigerator, example, washing machine, TV. So, a software that is built in inside the hardware. Generally, some setup boxes. They aim to design Java for implementing the setup boxes. Okay, and anyway they are created. And once the software is created, they named that software as Green Talk. They named the software as Green Talk, and they given one extension as .gt. What is the extension? Simple. If you open Word document that is saved with .docx, ppt, .ppt, Excel, so PDF, .pdf. Think you got it? Similarly, whatever they are designed Green Talk, that file is saved with .gt. After some number of days, this name is changed into Oyak. This name is changed into Oak. So I think everyone know Oak. Oak is in the foreign countries, that is in the Europe, Germany. So Oak is a tree name. So simply it specifies the strength. I think everyone know all these things are not required. Anyway, we'll explain. Oak is the symbol of strength. It is the national tree in many of the countries. Even USA also, oak is the national tree. Finally, come to conclusion. In the year 1995, that oak is renamed as Java. The oak is renamed as Java. So why Java? Simply, Java is already a trademark. Java is not only programming language. Before that one, they are used Java for multiple purposes in work technology. So like some technologies are there. In the work technologies, Java is the trademark. That is the very famous one. That is the reason for these things they given the name as Java. Java right now, Java is in the hands of Sun Microsystem. Java is developed, everything is done by Sun Microsystem. Now Java is hand over by Oracle organization. Java is hand over by Oracle organization. Now Java is not used for setup boxes. The most important applications, Java is used in internet programming. That means web applications. Java is used in mobile games. That is JME. Java is used in games for developing the games. Java is used in e-business. So, etc. In all the situations right now, Java becomes the most popular language. Why up to now why Java preferable in the sense Java has more security compared to remaining things. Java is a robust language, that is, it provides more security. How? Anyway, whenever we are moving to the program, I will discuss how. Now, the final point of introduction is Java versions. After completion of this one, I entered into Java. Okay, what are the versions? So right now you are using, for example, Android 3, Android 4, Android version 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13. So approximately I think we are using Android version 13 or 14. Exactly. In the same sense, for Java also different versions are there. Java also different versions are there. Initial, first when the Java is released, Java is released in the year 1995. This is called the first version. They given the name as Java Alpha and Beta. They given the version name as Java Alpha and Beta. Now next year 1996, 1997, 1998, 2000, almost every year 2002. So they released different versions. Here in the 1996, they used the name JDK. What is JDK? I will explain later. So the version name is J used the name JDK 1.0, JDK 1.1, JDK 1.2, JDK 1.3, JDK 1.4. So 1995 to 2002, they are developed different versions of Java. They given the names like this. Now in the year next to here up to 5 years, up to 4 years every year. After the 2 to 2 years. So anyway, 2002. After that 2004, they released next version. From now onwards, they given the name as Java 5. So they are not using the name 1.5, 1.6. They given the name as Java 5 in the year 2006. The name is Java 6 in the year 2011. In the year 2011, a huge gap of 5 years. So they developed Java 7. So here, why I given some underline means up to Java 7, one variation, that is you are viewing Java in one concept. Up to version number 7, okay, by using Java we are developing this application, etc., etc. In one scenario. Whenever in the year 2014, everyone remember 2014, they released Java version 8. This Java version 8 changes many concepts of Java. Many. This is the huge version change, huge modifications. They are adding multiple new concepts. Because of this new concept, Java becomes the more popular. Java becomes the most popular language because of Java version 8. After that, they released again in the year 2017. They released Java version 9 in 2018. So from now onwards, each year they released Java version 10 and version 11. 2019 version 12, version 13, 2020, 14, 15, 2021, 16, 17, now 2022, 18 and 19, 2023 version 20. So 2024 and so on. Up to right now, what is the latest version? Java 20 is the latest version. And everyone must and should remember three names of the versions. What are the three versions? Java 8, Java 11, Java 17. Why you need to remember only these three versions? These three are called LTS products. LTS products. What is mean by LTS? LTS in the sense long term support. Long term support. What is mean by long term support? Sir, if the version is released, who provide the support? Who provide the support? Oracle organization needs to provide the support. Remember, the Oracle organization provide their support up to version 8 and version 11 and version 17 only. For example, for your understanding, clearly explained. If you install version 19, assume if you installed version 19 your system, no problem. By using version number 19, Java version 19 software, you can develop any type of standalone application. That means core Java. By using this version 19, you can implement all core Java projects. Suppose if you are moving to advanced Java, then we need some additional server. Already I used the word. Advanced Java is server application. Advanced Java is server application. Okay, for that server application we need some additional servers. Who provide the additional servers? So this Arkil organization provides some support to the additional servers, but in Java 19 that additional support is not provided. Even if you want to implement programs by using advanced Java, again you move back to Java version 8 or 11 or 17. Long-term support. Anyway, I will show you. Go to this one. Go to LTS products. For your understanding, LTS products are kill. Just for your understanding, Java LTS version list. See this one, Java 17. All these are released, but observe in the bracket, all these products are released. Any see this one for 17 LTS, for 11 LTS, for 8 LTS. Here in the bracket, see this one, active support, security support, and latest. So each version they are providing support for approximately, observe this one, this is the version 20, released just 4 months ago. The support is ends in 2 years. Observe the point. Sorry, the support ends in 2 months. Here the support ends in 2 months. Here 4 months, 4 months, 8, 10 months, 10 months. But coming to version 17, released approximately in 2 years. Released approximately 2 years, but the support active 3 years, security 6 years. I think you got the point. I think you got the clear the point. So whenever the latest version is released, observe they strike off. Why they strike off? These versions are not at all required. You are not required to install these versions. You are required to install the LTS versions or the latest version. LTS version C support provided for 6 years, but even the latest release provide the support for only 2 months. Only 2 months for version 11. Approximately this is released in 5 years. Released before 5 years. Anyway, 3 more years are there. You got the point? So version 8 ends in 7 years, approximately December 2030, 2030. I think you got my point. So LTS products means to provide huge security, to provide huge support. They are given for each and every version. If you are providing the support, means it is very difficult to handle. It is very difficult to handle. Okay, clear the point? Clear? These are the different versions. These are the different versions. Okay. Now you understand what are the things you discussed up to now. We discussed the basic things. How the Java is divided. So three editions. Now by using different edition, which type of application we can develop? That means now come to the point, which part of Java is required for developing this particular which application. Anyway, if you are moving to anything, the core Java is the basic. The core Java, I think you understand, without knowing alphabets, without knowing the concept of object oriented, without knowing the concept of exception, it is not possible to develop any application. After that, we discuss is question. Java is language or technology or framework. So three, based on your assumptions, based on the topics you discussed. Finally, different versions of Java. Now, now, the next point. Anyway, so what is the term program? What is the term program? So regularly we are using Java program, C program, Python program. Simple thing. Program is set of instructions. Program is set of instructions to do a task. Suppose I given one task to you. To do the task, I write some set of statements. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to A plus B, print C. So this is a program. The task is addition of two numbers. The task is addition of two numbers. That is called a program. That is called a program. Clear the point? Now, what are the stages? Everyone follow this carefully. Stages of a program. Anyway, if you written one program, if you written one program, what are the stages of the program? Everyone follow. Why? This step, this point is the very important. There are two stages of the program. One is compilation stage, second one is execution stage. One is compilation stage, second one is execution stage. Before explaining this one, I will explain some additional point. Okay, what is the point? Suppose you are writing your program. You are writing your program. What are the different languages for writing the program? For example, right now I am communicating with you by using English language or by using Telugu language or by using some another language. Similarly, for writing a program, different types of languages, the mostly one is mission level language, another one is high level language. In between, assembly language is also there, that is not required for us. Mission level language and then high level language. What is mission level language? If you understand this one, then I will move back to stages. Mission level language means the language that is understandable by the computer. The language that is mission means computer. Mission means computer. The language that is understandable by the computer is called mission level language. Now, computer understand zeros and ones. Computer understand zeros and ones. Now, is it possible for the programmer to write a program by using zeros and ones? One second. So mission language means computer language in the form of zeros and ones. But is it possible for the programmer to write a program by using zeros and ones? Very difficult. It is very difficult to remember the combination of zeros and ones. It is very difficult to remember the combination of zeros and ones. That is the reason user is moving to high level language like Java. High level language like Java. In this high level language, you are writing the program by using our natural language like English. Like English. Okay, this is very comfortable for the programmer. Very comfortable for the programmer, but the mission is unable to understand. You got my point? For example, right now I am given my lecture in English. For example, assume if you don't know English, then what is the use of my lecture? Think you got it? If you are writing your program by using high level language, but the computer is unable to understand the high level language, Computer understand only mission level language. Then what you read? You need some translator. We need some translator. Translator for converting your high level Java language into mission level language. The high level Java into user understandable Java into mission understandable zeros and ones. One translator is required. Now, once the translation is completed, then only mission understand, okay, this is the program. By using this program, you are doing this task, etc. Then the mission understand. Now, what is the name of translator? For converting high level language into mission level language. Here you can use two types of translator. One is compiler and another one is interpreter. The most popular interview question. What is the difference between compiler and interpreter? What is the difference between compiler and interpreter? What is the difference? Simple difference. So both the task is same, converting from high level to mission level. The simple difference is compiler, what it does. For example, this is my program. Compiler at a time converts my high level language into mission level language. That is, all the instructions are at a time converted into mission level language. Coming to interpreter, instead of converting at a time, they convert line by line. That is, they convert line 1. If there is no error, now no error, convert. Now move to second line. There is no error, convert. Third line. If there is an error at this particular line, stop the conversion of remaining. So it immediately displays the error and move back and rectify those errors. Clear my point? Compile. For example, for your understanding, I am trying to give a speech of 10 sentences. For example, right now I will give speech of 10 sentences in English. For example, you are unable to understand English. Now one translator is required. How the translator convert my speech English into your understandable Telugu? Very simple. One procedure is, first I will complete all my 10 lines of speech. Immediately after completion all my 10 lines, the translator converts the 10 lines of speech at a time into your Telugu. At a time into your Telugu. That is compiler. Clear the point? Suppose another way is, first I completed my first line. Immediately translator converts to Telugu. Move back. Second line, translator convert. Move back. Third line. I think you understand. Instead of completing line by line. So anyway, both the task is converting high level into mission level, either at a time or line by line. Now, finally come to the point. What are the two stages of a program? What are the stages of a program? One is compilation. One is compilation, second one is execution. Compilation means, what is mean by compilation? Simple thing, the converting your program, high level language program into mission understandable. In the simple sense, that is compiler. So compilation means simply the process of checking. So during compilation, what you are doing? Converting. At the time of conversion, we are checking whether it satisfies the rules of programming. Every language have their own rules. Whether it satisfies the rules of programming language or not. So the process of checking the program, the process of checking the program is constructed according to the rules of programming language or not. So this, observe, this is not only for Java. Here I given the statement for all the programs, whether you are writing your program in C, C++, Java. So this is the common scenario. Compilation stage is checking your program is developed by using the rules of the programming language or not. If your program, suppose the line end with semicolon, if you ended with semicolon, no problem. If it does not end with semicolon, it gives an error. It gives an error. Okay. So checking this is called compilation. What is mean by execution? Once the compilation stage is completed, we are come to one conclusion that your program satisfies all the rules of the language. Yes. Yes, if satisfies all the rules of the language, then the process of running the compiled codes. Already the compilation is completed. We are after compilation, we are generating one code. The process of that generated code, the process of running that generated code and produces the output is called execution. Again, I will define why this plays very crucial role. There are two stages of the program. One is compilation, second one is execution. Compilation means simply the process of checking whether the program is constructed by following the rules of the language or not. So that is done in the compilation stage. Suppose if the compilation process executed successfully, that means if the written program satisfies all the rules of the programming language. Now, after compilation, what it generates? Suppose if you are writing the program in C or C++, after compilation, C and C++ programs generates objective code. Remember, so my program, generally whatever the program you written, that program is called source code. Technical terms, the program you written is called source code. Suppose if your source code is either C or C++, that is you are writing your program in C or C++, C or C++, after compilation it generates objective code. Suppose if you are writing your program in Java, after compilation, it generates bytecode. Anyway, I will explain what is objective, what is bytecode in detail, no problem. But to remember the names. If you are writing your program in C or C++, the output of compilation is an objective code. The output of Java program is a bytecode. Now, coming to execution. What is execution? The process of running these codes. The process of running these codes and generates the output. The process of generating the output is called execution. Now, if C or C++, what happened? Whatever the objective code that is generated, the objective code is converted into, in the compilation what happened, the source code is converted into objective code. In the execution, the objective code is converted into executable code. The objective code is converted into executable code and then generates the result. Coming to Java, so this is a different approach. Java, whatever the bytecode that is generated, that bytecode is loaded into JVM. What is JVM? Java Virtual Machine. Anyway, we will discuss. So the bytecode is loaded into JVM for execution. Here right now just I given some basic difference between what is stages compilation execution. Anyway, in the next session I will give you the complete idea of object code, byte code, what is JVM, how the software is installed, how the Java program is running inside the JVM. We will discuss all these things in the next session. Clear?